Well, this was a special youth parliament that we put on particularly for their Royal Highnesses. The participants were current or former pages from the Legislative Assembly. It came about with once the Royal Highnesses were invited to Prince Edward Island. Of course, the advance team comes through and they look at different venues and make suggestions, and we put forward suggestions, and we settled on the idea of a youth parliament. And I understand His Royal Highness is very interested in youth, and we thought that would be an appropriate activity for them to engage in.
If you learn about your government, you will have the power to change things. Politicians will pay attention to you if you vote. Do you think education is too expensive? Vote. Are you upset with a lack of services? Vote. And never think that the act of not voting is making a statement.
I thought it was definitely exciting. I was a little bit nervous having, of course, the royalty here. I'm pretty okay usually with speaking, but this was a little bit different this time. But I found that once everybody was kind of in, the cameras were all kind of settled, I didn't think it was much more difficult than a normal experience at Youth Parliament was.
To Drew McCachran, what was your favorite aspect of Youth Parliament and why?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My favorite aspect of Youth Parliament was the ability to write my own bills and resolutions, because I find that in Youth Parliament it's a public forum where you have more freedom to discuss sometimes controversial issues without worrying about the fear of potential public fallout.
Good point.
I've increasingly become interested in the monarchy, and I'm as a Canadian institution particularly, and I was excited to see them come and excited to get the chance to meet them, especially with some face-to-face time, which I think is rather rare with their busy schedules. So it went well. It was a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but once I got up and started speaking, I found that everything was okay.
It was really nice. I got to talk to Camilla. She asked me if I was thinking of running. I told her maybe in the future. But it was really kind of surreal because these people are so well-known and beloved world over the Commonwealth. There's so many different countries, and the fact that they're here on Prince Edward Island is a huge deal because sometimes people kind of forget who we are, but today we are sort of the center stage.
I was so proud of our young parliamentarians. It's a tremendous amount of pressure for young people, and they came through with flying colors, and I think their Royal Highnesses enjoyed it too. I noticed there were a couple of moments of comedy. There were some insightful comments on our education system, on our French languages, our bilingualism here in Prince Edward Island, and I think all in all there were some very, very good messages taken away.